To the daily close right now. Let's check it out. Okay, so we kind of don't want this to go any higher right now because we may end up with a hanging man candle. And the hanging man, I guess we could put together what a hanging man, what happens to them. But anyway, yesterday was a doji. That means a doji, a candle like this, usually we don't know where it's going to go. It can go either way, so we went to the downside. So one thing to point out is that this trend line here, it's still a significant resistance. Like we have two rejection candles, I guess for 2 days in a row, and then again here. So I would say that we have a little bit more downside to go. So 37 earlier in the chat, I had said 37. We're gonna have a bounce. We went all the way down to about 36. Yeah, that happens. So the reason why actually was because I looked left at the order blocks, and this is a significant order block, and yeah, there was going to be some action there whenever we test these levels. So anyway, the fact that we just didn't bounce and recover a lot, and it's still a red candle, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to probably trend a little bit lower. And another thing I wanted to point out is that on the 6 hour time frame, the sellers are in control. Like even though we can go up a little bit, there's more sell pressure coming. And let's see the logarithmic MACD. It's chilling, but I'm more concerned about the on balance volume. On balance volume has been a pretty good indicator for me to like know when to get in and get out. Especially if I was shorting, this is good. But if I'm just kind of staying neutral right now, we don't know where it's gonna go. So if I go down to, let's just say, the 4 hour, everything's a different representation. When this thing turns yellow, this indicator, that means that it's kind of in the oversold and that something is gonna reverse. So, but it's still reversed in the red, which means that the on-balance volume, that the bears are in control. And this thing here, this is stochastic. This can come up, but it also can curl back down. So something to be aware of. And I'm just going on to the lower time frames. And this definitely shows the bears are in control. And when these bands like this, they contracted and went to the lower side. So yeah, right now we're looking like some more sell pressures coming. That's why I was saying we're gonna probably bounce. So stochastic, we're here. We can cross in the near future. But like I said, it's not gonna just go like this. A lot of times, what does it do? It goes up, it crosses, then comes back up, and then down. So I'm expecting the same kind of deal to happen. So if you guys are looking for an entry again, I'm going to take this out. If you're looking for an entry for another potential bounce or a dip, I'm probably going to be looking here, see what happens around the 35 level. We already hit this one, and like I said, this is kind of the bounce. I'm expecting anywhere to happen in here between 39 and 38 for the bounce if we just don't reject right here because there's a lot of action here. But I'll be looking for this area here on 35.35, and then if we lose that, then I'll be looking at 33. And really quick, so we did break this trend line here, right here, and we had the bull flag, got the full extension, but this is what I'm gonna look at, zoom out a little bit. Sorry, I move fast because I don't have a lot of time with the Twitter posts. Here you go. We have this triangle right here that we're still looking at. So we've been hitting this one. We hit it right here, hit another hit, and now we're up here. So what we don't want is it to come here, unless you're a bear or like me that want a good entry. But yeah, there's a potential of us hitting this trend line here again at around $30, and if that's lost, then I'm thinking that another one would be around 25 to 26. So I'm gonna leave it at that though for right now.